friends, MD Vegan. I'm making endives salad today. Here, the queen of lettuces. I don't know who calls them, but endives are the nutrient richest lettuce we have. The leaves are a little bit firmer. Here, they're crunchy. That makes it easy to combine with others. I mean, physically, the texture, it's a firm texture. And what I can do is easy. I wash the leaves, of course. Large lettuces, large heads. I can take off some of the leaves. The rest go back into the fridge. I wash it, dry it in a salad spinner. It's nicer for the dressing and for the flavor and so, oftentimes. And then I stack the leaves on top of each other and cut them down, just stripes. And you can't do that with a regular lettuce. This here is a little bit more expensive. The endive is more expensive than the lettuce and has more nutrients. It is easier to keep, not wilting that fast. And you can cut it like this, very easy to do it. It is a little bit more bitter than a lettuce, regular lettuce, and that makes it a little bit difficult to make it in a delicious meal. Because when you have bitter, it's a very healthy flavor, but the bitter only is that's in the nature. The bitter green, is to cleanse. It's one of our healthiest. It's our healthiest food, greens. And dark leafy greens are our healthiest food, and this is one of them. But the bitter is cleansing. It's important for us in our modern civilization, this cleansing effect. That's what in here is. That's why it's so healthy. And minerals and vitamins and fiber and water, of course, all that too. But the cleansing is so important, and the bitter flavor is for that in general, in nature, all over. People, there's also something, animals don't eat that usually, so they avoid it. So plants use the bitter to keep off, to fend off eating enemies. So they say. But if the bitter flavor is balanced with other flavors, sweet, sour, hot, then the bitter becomes very delicious. You get balance it. That's what I do with the dressing, for example, the other ingredients. You see, I have only a handful of leaves here and a nice amount of salad here. And these thin stripes here that are the way endive is usually cut. I know you have many ways to make it delicious. Today I make a simple combo. That's the way I do my salads. Usually I have a simple combination of at least 3 ingredients. That's more interesting than only 2 on the long run, at least. Here I have tomatoes here, nice tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes are usually available and have a certain amount of deliciousness. Oftentimes it's not easy to find a delicious tomato, but cherry tomatoes, pretty often they're pretty okay. I can use them. Tomatoes are wonderful fruit. They are perfect with lettuce. And then I have a 3rd ingredient here that would make the salad complete. Just a dressing would make it, you need a dressing to that. Of course, but the onion here, a small yellow onion, just chop it up. That's perfect for tomatoes. And it has a little bit of hot flavor for these leafy greens to balance the bitter flavor. That's why tomato and onions are so nice with the lettuce. Lettuce always with the onion, that is usual. Some people don't like the raw onions, but then you can maybe wash them out with salt water or so. There's another video how to make your Turkish onions. You can watch that. You just massage the onions with salt and then wash it out with water. The salt is away and the hot flavor too, and then you have your wonderful onion. It's still balancing the greens and crunchy like a veggie. So that's nice. I don't do that here because it's just okay here, a small amount of onion. I don't need to do that. I only do that sometimes. And it makes it a little bit more nicer. A nice avocado, a large avocado on top. That's my salad today. That is the main ingredients. And what makes the difference today, because I have tried that for some times, this kind of combination. But what's new today for this year is Chili Cashew Mayonnaise. It's one of my latest dressings. I always make new dressings, and then I put the new dressing on all my salad combinations. I try what it's good, if it works or not. Sometimes the dressing does not work with a special salad, certain salad, because I don't know, something may be wrong. Yeah, lettuce is not so easy to make a nice dressing for, because it has to be tuned to the ingredients of the salad. And you have to taste also the dressing together with the salad, otherwise you don't really know if it works. Yeah, if you haven't tasted it before. And this is a new one with this dressing. So the cashew mayonnaise, and this cashews and avocados at the base, some lemon, not too much, and then onion and garlic powder, and a little bit of salt and water. Yeah, but there's another video how to make a chili cashew mayonnaise, and it's really delicious. The onion and garlic powder, can more or less, you can vary. Watch the video, it's linked under this if you want to know how to make it. Otherwise you can try it for yourself, it's very easy. And I tried it now with this salad, with this combination, show you here. And also another thing with the lettuce here, with the endive, is you can put a lot of dressing on top of it without making a whole mess with the salad. Yeah, that goes back into the fridge. Because sometimes when you have another lettuce with a very tender leafy green, this is a little bit crunchy, the tender leafy green, you put that much dressing on top, can happen that the whole lettuce, that whole salad, is mashed up and doesn't taste anymore. For a salad, for lettuce, you really have to have fresh and crunchy leaves. Yeah. If that is no more in the salad, forget about the salad. You can't serve that to anyone. It may be trail nutritious, it might be still healthy, but it is no longer delicious. that is really important, that the leaves have a certain freshness, crunchiness. And that is easy to get with the endive. It's wonderful, and it's super nutritious. As I said, it's the most nutritious lettuce we have. It's the endive. I guess that's also why it's a little bit more expensive. So now value. Now let me taste it. I want to taste it and see, just to see if it works. Oh. Oh yeah. Wonderful. Small amount for onion, not too much. They are pretty hot. When you have a small amount only like here, it's the right amount. Same here. Put a nice chili into that mayonnaise. It's hot but not too hot. A little bit too much, boom. Not nice anymore. Bitter flavor too. Too much bitter, the whole thing doesn't work anymore. It's about balance. And this is nice. Tomatoes, avocados, onions, endive, chili cashew mayonnaise, boom. Perfect. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my videos, subscribe MD Vegan every day and have a new recipe every single day. I thought about everyday greens. Yeah, I have to eat every day my greens. This is my green today, my daily green. And I'm going to make a new recipe every single day, which you can get when you subscribe to MD Vegan on YouTube. Then you will have also maybe every other or maybe third day a new recipe for greens also. Because variety, the endless vegan variety, is so important also for having a healthy diet. Plant-based, whole food, has to be vegan, it has to be wholesome, so don't put away from the food, from the ingredients, what you don't need to put away. It's whole food. The fiber is so important. And then the variety. So I would say 3 parts are important. Plant-based, whole food, and the whole variety of the plant kingdom. That's really healthy. Thanks for watching again. And maybe you find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. MD Vegan and many places.